Yo, what is good, boys? Today I took a long on NASDAQ. Ended up being a break even on both my accounts, both my 50K Express, right there for a loss of 48 cents. And then my Combine, loss of like $6 right there with fees and everything. $6, something like that. So, break even on the day. It was a very solid trade idea. Cut out to the boys on the Discord that I was looking for higher prices going into the day. All right. I said that, these are not the conditions that you want to trade. Price opened up 8:30, or market opened at 8:30, and we started chopping. You start seeing 15-minute candles like these. Typically, you do not want to trade within this and try to kind of guess where the market's going, because it can easily chop you out. This is high resistance liquidity market conditions. You do not want to be trading this. Right, so that was the first thing. So at 8:30, I was like, okay, I'm definitely waiting till 10 o'clock to trade. Okay, I'm not waiting for this because we have news at 10 o'clock, right? So we have Jolt's job openings at 10 o'clock Tuesday of NFP week, and saw the SMT stacking at the highs. I was very bearish at this point. We had smooth lows right here, as well as there's a 4-hour BISI right below us from the prior day. Right, so that's what I want to say. Told these boys I want to look for the 4-hour BISI below from yesterday, and that's exactly what happened. We then dumped lower, utilizing the SMTs that we formed at the highs like I wanted to. Sent us lower, 9:30 sent us lower. Finished off the manipulation, forming the bullish SMT that I exactly wanted to see, as well as we trade into the 4-hour BISI, right? And from here, let the boys know that if I see this 15-minute SIBI get inverse, that is good confirmation that price is going to go higher, right, to these smooth highs as well as the prior day high and possibly the all-time highs. I don't think I said all-time highs in this one. Yeah, still looking for higher prices though, all-time highs, right? So we formed SMT in the macro, right? So just within a short period of time, we formed SMT at these highs as well, and we started to hold it. So this is the point where I got it in my trade, but we're going to go over that. As you can see, played out beautifully. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right? So, oh, shit. Okay. So, yeah, so once we formed the SMT at the lows, right, because we pretty much accumulated all of Asia. Yes, we formed SMT during London, but that ultimately sent us lower to this short-term drawn liquidity, which is this 4-hour BISI. All right. 4-hour BISI. Once we met that 4-hour BISI, right, you can see that we had a distribution higher, very choppy, very unclean, right? So not the best day, but you can see that we had a very obvious pattern, right? What is this? Right, we have accumulation all night. We have protraction lower, forming the SMT, 4-hour BISI. All right, it's a very obvious high time frame. It's based on the pattern. Well, this is based on the power of 3. There's a difference between power of 3 and AMD. AMD is really based off the pattern itself, not really looking at time. And then power of 3 is based off of time concepts, right? So just in this concept, it's very obvious. This is going to be a very obvious pattern. Okay, this is very obvious accumulation. We can get a manipulation lower and then a distribution. Okay, so this could be either or. This is still, pretty time-based, I would consider, because we formed no bullish SMT during London. We formed bearish SMT to send us to a short-term down liquidity for us to overall attack all these smooth highs right here. Once we form this bullish SMT, send us higher to these levels of liquidity. All right, so looking more into this real quick. Got a little bit off topic. Prior day high. Right, so going on the 5-minute. Once I saw, okay, well, shit. Holy minor, it fucking sucks, boys. Sorry. Alright, so hopping on the 5-minute. Once the SMT was formed, hopping on the 5-minute. You see this very obvious gap, right? So, what I did was I took the long. We had news come out at 10. Right, so I did not enter on. I typically would enter on this long right here on this candle. Right, we got a decent close. We got about 10-point close over this 15-minute or this 5-minute SIBI. Right. But I decided not to because I'm not going to trade before news. So I waited till news, and obviously it wasn't a huge impact. It was it was jolts, and typically that doesn't do much. So waited till 10, we had a continuous, push higher. So I entered long about, I think it was 22.10, 22.210. So right there, entered long right there, and I targeted the all-time highs, so 130 points. To be looking at it back at it now is kind of unrealistic without prices moving, that it would run down there. Stop loss about below halfway. Yes, it got very, very close, but it got about halfway. Well, again, this is the mean threshold of this order block under that point. All right, so under the mean threshold of the order block, so my stop loss got very close to it if I was still in the trade, 2 points away, then ran to full TP. Right, so the reason why I got out of this trade was because on the high time frame we formed SMT at these highs, right? So we ran higher. My planned stop loss to break even was the priority high, so it would have been a break even trade no matter what, even if we didn't form this SMT and I was still in the trade. Right, we'd have taken a priority high about halfway to take profit, and we'd ran lower, stop me out to break even, and then continue higher, right? But with this SMT being formed at the highs right here, we start to hold both, okay? And I start to look at the 15-minute and how it's reacting to this 15-minute BISI, and I sort of see this BPR. I'm like, okay, my stop loss is really, really close to this BPR, to be honest, and it's right here. We formed SMT at the highs. We're actually holding it, right? So now we have bullish SMT and bearish SMT formed pretty much in this with the same exact session, right? And we formed them, very relatively close to each other, in regards to time, right? Within a 10-15 minute difference, we formed both SMTs and we're holding both of them, right? We're not just running through this one and just destroying it for the temporary time. We're actually holding this. We're setting prices lower. So what I do is I just got out of break even, like right about here. And I think it might have been right here actually. No, it was here. I got up pretty early. I was like 5 minutes into the trade and I got out. Just because I realized how shit price was and it just wasn't worth taking a loss today. After realizing price like this, I realized it just wasn't worth it. Right. So yeah, after that ran lower. Really didn't rebalance much. Yes, we tapped into this order block. But typically that wouldn't happen if price is actually efficient. We're not going to just randomly run down here to this order block after having a beautiful 5-minute inversion and just treating it like, I don't know, it's just, you don't like to see choppy shit like this. You want to see price cleanly run lower, inversion, rebalance it, then get a push higher, right? Obviously didn't happen. Full TP hit, but, a lot of people get mad about today if they took if they missed out on an opportunity like that. They got into a trade like this, got stopped at a break even because they chose to. They made a good decision, not based off of emotion, but based off of logical sense. And they're like, okay, today so far, it's starting to look a little weird. We're forming SMTs on both sides of the market. We're actually holding them on both sides of the market. The 1 minute's not looking very clear. Look at these 5-minute candles. They're just not good, right? What I should do is I should get out. That would be the best thing for me to do. Wait for tomorrow, wait for the next day, wait for NFP Friday to find an actual good trade and hold on to it, right? So that was the best decision. And a lot of people would have, saw it run to take profit, right? 130 points away after you breaking even and hitting full take profit. And a lot of people would take that, not the best way, right? They would get a little mad at themselves. But personally, I've learned over time that, there's no point in getting mad. You should be content. A lot of times I don't like, that topic of being content. It's a little weird. Yes, you need to always be leveling up. You need to always be, at that level where, you're not doing enough. Okay, there's a level to content. But with this, you can't beat yourself up about you making a smart decision, getting out of the market when you realize, okay, price might turn to shit here. Okay, it actually makes sense for price to turn to shit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a logical decision. I'm going to get out of the trade. And that's it, right? And then, okay, it doesn't matter if you win or you lose. Okay, you made the smart decision. And that's it, right? That's it, bro. It doesn't matter. Anything after that does not fucking matter. You should be happy. You should be content that you took a good trade. It didn't end up with you actually making money on the account, but you got your bias right. You got your trade idea right. Why be mad? Why be discouraged? Why be mad at yourself that you did that? Okay, you made a smart decision, and you watched your trade play out full TP. You watched your bias play out, bro. What is the point in getting mad over all that, right? So that's been my thought process for a while, because I used to struggle with the same exact thing. I would literally take, I mean, I still kind of do every now and then, struggle with losses, bro, but like the shit like this, bro, like I'm happy to see a trade that I got at break even, or even a loss sometimes. I just place my stop loss in the wrong area or whatever, and it hits full take profit. I'm like, shit, bro. All right. Well, I got my trade idea right. That was a WS trade. It's just I messed up. You know, I made some micro mistakes, and you know, affected my trade. So I'll learn from it. Okay, so that was the long I took today. Going into this real quick, right? I took this on. Let's see if it shows. I took like a couple trades today. What was that? Oh yeah, I was fucking around here. Yeah, I was full porting on my paper account right here. 100 micros. I took that 100 micro short. I was like testing it and seeing how much I can fucking do. But we did a 10 micro short right here. And this is to the 4 hour BISI that I wanted to target, right? So we had SMT at this high. Okay, we were stacking a bearish SMT. We had SMT up here as well. SMT right here. Market opened 8:30. And we kind of had this fake move up. I really wouldn't call this a Judas swing. I would call this the Judas swing. But fake move up, a little short temporary move up. And I saw this 2-minute inversion. Very clean, very clean. What is this? This is the 850 to macro, 850 to 910 macro time. So one short here, stop loss at these protected highs. Targeting this low, right? And typically I don't go for this big of plays, 3.7R almost. So what I did was enter right here at shorts. Beautiful price action. Retrace back up into the consequent encroachment of the inversion for value gap. Displaced lower, forming this now as an order block. Retrace up in the order block, respected it, then dumped, right? And then when I got to this point about right here, I wanted to lock in some profits. So I put my stop loss, I believe it was like 210.72. I tried my stop loss like right here. Yes, it was a little close, but I mean, I want to lock in at least 2R, right? This is pretty much 2R right here. So my profits right here for a decent 2R trade. And just getting used to holding, you know, larger trades over time. You know, I'm not going to hold them all the way, right? I'm going to try my stop and just get used to, okay, let's see what price does from here after this 2R has been hit, right? So yeah, caught this very nice play. So stop loss went to break even when we hit these smooth lows on NASDAQ. These are actually smooth lows. It's not, there's no sweep right here. So I take my bias off of NASDAQ itself. So MNQ contract, don't make your bias based off of that. So yeah, these are equal lows on the high time frame. This is very solid target, very solid stop loss to break even placement, and got some WS shorts. So overall, pretty good day. I would rank today as pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm tired of shit. It's 12 o'clock. I gotta wake up in a few hours. So yeah, boys. I'll post tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll actually post a talking video. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about yet, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, boys, I have enjoyed making this video today, and I'm glad that y'all were able to watch and hopefully learn something. And yeah, boys, hopefully y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.